Hash info. Whew. It's very important that you find somebody that you can trust to help you in life, or it's very important that you stay as a minimalist because life is very tough and demanding, and lots of people are pure evil. So they will mess with you, they will gang stalk you and bully you and everything else in between. Today's episode is about a cooking show. So let's get that started, shall we? You're gonna grab a pan. But if you are being bullied, let me know and I'll absolutely pound the tar right out of a bunch of bullies for you. Digitally speaking, I'll spank them so hard they won't even dare mess with you ever again. And if you're being bullied in real life, well, you know, there are ways to deal with them on a serious level. I'll give you an example. If you know their full name, they're done. They're done. If you know where they live, so these are the ways that, you know, you fight fire with fire, eye for an eye. And I'll tell you straight up, I ain't playing. Lots of pure evil out there. You want to make sure you surround yourself with true good, you know, truthful, good-natured people. Welcome to the show. So, we're going to get this going here. We've got the first thing going. Not sure what the other thing is. Might just be straight up just this right now. I don't really. Oh boy. So, lots of stuff going on. We're going to start handling things, crossing things off the list entirely, and moving on to the next thing. When you own a big home, it seems like it's never ending. It's very easy to get overwhelmed. It's even easier just to sit around and be a lump and don't do anything on your house for 10 years. But then your house is worth garbage. You need a garbage price on your house. So, you know, it's called modernization. If you take a house you bought in the 50s, you bought it in the 80s, you bought it in 1999, it's now 2026. It's time to upgrade your house. Does that make sense to you? Flooring, cabinet colors, all these things were outdated in my house. It's taken a very long, mine and my wife's house, it's taken us a very long time to do all these things. We're not made of money, and these things are extremely expensive. Thanks, Trudeau, right? So, when you understand what's at stake, you know, first of all, I'll ask you this question. If you own a home, what was your reason for buying a house rather than renting a house or apartment? If you say because you wanted to save money and make money off of the property, but you didn't do any upgrades in 5, 10, 15 years, however long you've been wherever you've been, think about what you're losing, right? The houses on the market that are next to you, that, you know, a young couple moved in to the old man passed away suddenly, right? His house went up for sale quick sale, right? The children live out of country. They just want to get a quick sale. The house ends up going to two young people who definitely don't like orange cabinets, which I'm loaded with orange cabinets. It disgusts me to look at any longer. So next week or the week after, I have to do it in a very timely manner, or I have to do it in the fall. I want to get it done right away. So painting today, tomorrow, the next day, the day after, and I don't want to do painting ever again. I'm going to throat chop anybody that mentions painting, right? So then I'm going to sand and stain these cabinets and clean everything out. 100% top to bottom, bleach them, clean them, vinegar, pink stuff, all of it. We're gonna do all that stuff. So these are great ways to up. Sorry. Just turn the dehumidifier on. I want peace and quiet when I talk. It's extremely important that you're able to have a conversation. So somebody on the news, they demand silence when they stand in front of the live camera because you get distracted. So a lot of people get distracted very easily. I would say that I don't, but I would rather have a meaningful conversation where I can finish my points clearly without distraction, right? And also I'm not talking about, how you do your toes or how you paint your fingernails or how to dye your hair, or I'm not talking about these like glamour and vanity crap. I'm actually having a conversation about topics that matter, right? I'm not talking about how Jelly Roll and the other chick broke up and, oh, they're divorced. The people that are going around posting and wasting your life with somebody else's life and marital status, whether you're complaining about it, whether you're like, oh, I'm so sad they broke up. You guys are all losers, right? Straight, solid losers. If the biggest thing going on in your life is that Tom Cruise got a fucking perm, you're a loser, okay? So, again, I'll give you another example. If you care about NHL hockey or FIFA World Cup and how England lost to Detroit, you guys are losers. The reason they create these things is to keep you dumb. Not to make you dumb, but to keep you dumb. Information, your brains are only so big. So what happens when you fill your brain with what a lot of people in my time refer to as nonsense, okay? Nonsensical thinking will lead you down a pit of hell, period. When you understand, okay, I got to research how to do stuff on my roof, how to repair my dryer, how to repair my fridge, and you manage to do it on your own, congratulations, you aren't the ones I'm speaking to or about. There's a lot of people in this world that are going to have a really hard time in life when the power goes out. And it's coming, okay? Do you want to know how I know? They're testing right now. Longer and longer power. Okay, let me explain something to you. Have you had a power outage in your city or community in the last 4 months, 2 years, 4 years? Have you had a power outage in your community that's lasted 4 or 6 hours? 1 or 2 days? How is it we're in 2026, we've got 3 levels of backup? So I don't know if you understand electricity. Please, God's give me the strength. Let me babysit you and care package wrap how this all works. Back in 1980, when your freaking power went out, how long did it go out for? Nowadays, your power goes out for 50 to 60 times longer. Do you know why? Well, I said it earlier, because this is they're testing. They're seeing how much you will take without complaining about the services you're being not provided for a longer and longer and longer duration. The only reason they do that is they're siphoning the power elsewhere and giving you basic, how do you word this? There's like a 3-prong backup system that will cover the first generator's ass if it goes out, if a transformer blows, things like that. Now, I'm noticing we go from like a 5-minute or a 6-second power outage to a 4 or 6 hour power outage minimum. People in Winnipeg in the last 2 weeks, 4 months, 2 months have had power outages for over 2 days. 2 freaking days. So if you were paying attention rather than watching Jets hockey or football, basketball, baseball, a bunch of goober sports, tennis, name any sport that you sit in front of your TV like a lazy loaf that you've never even played. Not even at not even at like a junior level. Not even at a pro level. You've never, what are you doing screaming at the TV if you suck at anything? Boxing, football. Don't scream at your TV. You look like a complete mummy. If you're betting on it, I could say go, 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 go. But even still, like, what are you betting? $4? But I bet, let's just be real here. $4 is nothing to scream about. Goobs. Absolute goobers in this world. And this is a serious conversation that needed to be had. The arenas, the coliseums are created to dumb you down. Anyone with a quarter of a brain can see it. Go look around at the stadiums that house any Jets game, and you go ask them to divide 99 by 3 and watch them just sit there fucking cross-eyed for an hour. Pathetic. So White doesn't want nothing on this besides a little bit of salt. So that's what we're going to need, just a dash of salt. Away she goes, that's done. Don't over salt it, she'll throw it at you. No, my wife won't, but maybe yours will. Just a little bit of salt, nothing else, okay? We're not even going to add anything, we're just giving this straight up healthy meal. We're going to ensure everybody gets even healthier. And the best way to do that, yes, that's right, eat healthy. No chocolate bars, no chips. The other day I ate some chips. They were so disgusting. I'm just in awe of the food that I'm being served up. It was so salty, so gross. I think they were $4.50. Guess what I'm doing? I'm taking back the bag today to Superstore. It's a President's Choice brand. Maybe there's a phone number on it, actually. I'm going to see if there's a phone number first. If they're open today, fine. If not, I'll take a picture of it in the UPC code and I'll go that route. But yeah, no, I'm really choked at a lot of things, but we're going to get to each one of them this week. And again, I'm going to express grave concern for humanity and the civilization that is pretty meat out. But it's the fault. It's not your own fault. It is to a point, but MK Ultra is real. And also, you got to remember, when you start out being raised by mummies, the best influence that you're going to get out of the day is a mummy influence. So, I grew up watching sports because my family members did, okay? But here's the thing you're going to miss. I played every one of these freaking sports, maybe not at the highest caliber of pro sports, but I played every sport, and I'd absolutely crush anyone who's a YouTuber at all these sports in a heartbeat. I don't care what it is, except for skating and hockey. I'm a pretty bad skater, but I'll rip a hockey puck past your head and you won't want to play hockey with me ever again. I'll send you into the board so hard you won't be able to play hockey ever again. Those are the rules of hockey. I'm allowed to send you into the boards as hard as I can. So remember, if you think you're tough, come to Winnipeg, let's play a sport together and watch me just absolutely annihilate you. You want to throw a football? You want to catch a football? I'll embarrass you. I embarrass men that can bench 260, 280. They can't throw nothing like me. You want to play baseball? I could throw a baseball 10 times further than any YouTuber ever will. I can catch a baseball with no glove. I can run twice as fast as any YouTuber on roids. Me and you not same. So remember, I'm actually the dude that's played these sports to recognize all the mummies and how pathetic their lives are, right? You're sitting there cheering for a team because you never, ever could even pick up a hockey stick or a football. Think about it. You're cheering for somebody else's passion while you sit there like a lump of shit. Does that make sense? Because it fucking should. Let me see what type of bread product we have in the fridge. I highly doubt there's nothing, of course. So, but it's a joke. They make fun of you. If you don't understand, Jim Carrey said it best. The laughing tongue. Go watch the Jay Leno clip there where you see you guys gotta understand something. When you make it to a high up position, yo, I don't know what's going on right now. My laptop is speaking to me. Shut up. Goof. Alright, sorry about that. $4,000 PC was talking to me. Absolute goobs. Alright, so we're just going to pop in some toast and frozen bread into a toaster here and then serve that up while the other one's cooking. Won't take me that long. You do want toast, right, hon? Okay, so we'll get, she said yes please, so we're going to do that as fast as we can here. I got a good wife, you know, and this life is stressful and everything else, so you know, always take care of the ones that, well, take care of you. And to the ones who don't give them time of day. They're users, they're leeches. You don't lend someone money that doesn't pay you back and they keep coming for a loan. That's a freaking leech. Maybe they don't even, they're saying, hey, do you have any money I could have? That's a fucking leech. And I pound out leeches for fun. Pound them right out. So, think about that. There's so many horrible people in this world. I don't like evil people. I don't like evil people that prey on weak or kindness, which is known as good people. But a good person should really, really ask someone else who's maybe been around the block a lot more. Hey, do you think is this something? You know what I mean? But there's a lot of weirdos out there. Let's just leave it there. A ton of weirdos. So I like mine done differently. My wife doesn't like any of the extras that I add to food to spice and season it up. She's weird. we can say that friendly, because she's weird, right? She just gets a face on her like, well, if you're a husband out there and you've been married, you know. And wives say husbands are weird too. It's like this is the only thing you're allowed to do as a husband or a wife. So we're working on toast over here. It should be any second. We'll serve this up, and there should be something here for her. Today she wants tofu. This is empty. I'm recycle this. We got a fresh tofu for her. We also have this back here, which we're gonna pull forward. So she's got 3 of those. So that's good. She's good for at least a week. There's none of those left, so I have to get that today. I have to make a list, a grocery list. We have barely any money for some groceries today. Budget's a little bit tight. Thanks, fucking Trudeau, you absolute goof. But Carney's no better. Everyone's like, oh, Carney's a bakery. He's going to save us. Carney tripled up on Trudeau's mistakes and, well, the pattern of neglect to Canadian citizens who have been here for over 15, 25, 40 years. Canadians who have lived here, propped up Canada, and made Canada what it is, are now being left behind as, well, as people who are new to the country get handouts left, right, front, and center. America, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Bidet there was the leader of losers, and Trudeau was definitely sucking on his toes for way too long there. So, he got all the jam in his mouth, and now he's, well, and then he was already a goof. He was a traitor to Canada then, and he's a traitor to Canada now.